Time for the Tesla and Palantir weekly update, and also going to include Coinbase today for the weekly update. And that's about it, just for your viewing pleasure needs. And with starting with Tesla here, we can see that it did close back above the 786 fib here on linear scale, which is from the December top of last year, April bottom. That's the fib, 786, 429.84. So if I'm going to be looking at support, that's basically it. Right, I think what we're waiting for is just a break of this 886 fib right up top, 457.27. So in the meantime, I think we might just be in a range. So a little bit of patience for that. One thing I did want to point out with Tesla, though, is really just the Bollinger Band right here, that it's expanding, right? You can see the expansion is happening here with the Bollinger Band. So we are trying to get more bullish, trying to break out above levels. But essentially, that band is still kind of acting as a little bit of a resistance week over week. And the top of that band is around 450, which kind of aligns with that 886 as well. But the expansion is good because that expansion could mean volatility is still coming. And it could actually push price towards that 457 and even towards all-time highs again once that can break. So 429.84, that's really the level to watch for next week. And every week, essentially. Just keep closing weekly candles above it. It's going to be super bullish, and it's going to be healthy. And the other thing I want to show you is just the previous all-time high to the 2023 low down here. And I want to just go to log scale and just show you the development that I'm really seeing. So we haven't really experienced this before, right? Last time in December, it really tried to stay above this 415 or 414.50. That was the previous top back in 2021, and it failed. But this time it's different, and it's different because the candles are proving it wants to stabilize above it. And in fact, it is closing the majority of the candles, except for like a slight close last week below it. It is closing the majority of the candles above it right now, unlike last time where it was very volatile, up and down, up and down, up and down. This time, it's finding stability. This is exactly the recipe needed to go to the fib extensions above, and I'm talking about 607, 740s, 980s, and above. I think it can be very, very bullish in the future, so it's just a matter of time until it breaks out. So patience is required, but 429 down to 414.50. Just keep watching that zone, and it's going to get more bullish. And next we got Palantir. And Palantir, I just want to show you a couple of time frames here. So first off, we are going to start off with the log fib from the 2021 top and the 2022 bottom. So we're still establishing a nice base on top of this 157.62, and that's not really going to change. So this is really setting up to go to the 200s and above. And also we can put on the Ichimoku cloud as well, just to show you that the conversion line is still holding beautifully as support as well. And that's at 165.27. So there is so much support below us. It is pretty beautiful. And not only that, we can use the log-based fibs from the more recent top right here back in February and the bottom back in April. And we can see what exactly price is doing and what price is waiting for right now. And all price is waiting for right now is to break this 1.618 from this time period. And that's at 186.27. So we can see we're stuck in a little range. And that range is even down to the 163.46, which kind of coincides with that conversion line right here, 165.27. So I think as long as price stays above the 165, 163 zone, I think what we're going to see is just a break of this resistance. And then once it breaks above that, it's going to be the 200s, right? The 200s are coming. It's basically not guaranteed, but in my opinion, it's going to happen. And that's just because it's a super healthy, bullish chart. So really, 163, 165, stay above that. Once it breaks above 186.27, then it's going to the 200s and above. And lastly here, just Coinbase. I want to just show you what's going on. We don't really need too much technical analysis on this. All we need is the log-based fib, and something beautiful is happening, especially when you put on the monthly candles, right? The monthly candles are just telling a story to me, and the story that it's telling is this 886, 318.95 is a huge previous resistance, flipping to a support. And in fact, in the past, there was only one weekly candle close above it, above this level. before this one right here. Before this one right here, back in June, there was only one monthly candle close. Sorry, not weekly. One monthly candle close above it, and that was right here, October of 2021, which really set it up as a morning star candle formation that just collapsed, right? That was the beginning of the bear market right here. That was it. And now we are basically establishing a base month over month over month, except for this one, over month above it. So this is all we need to pay attention to. Yes, I would prefer it would break out sooner, just like everybody else. But all that really matters is just keep on establishing a base above this 886 at 318.95. And if successful, then we're going to start talking about fib extensions in the future once it breaks this 429.54. And those fib extensions are all possible, all of them. 870s, 1200s, 2100s, all of them become possible because this chart is extremely bullish. All it needs is time. It's a matter of when, not if, it's going to break out.